Hello everybody, how are we? We all doing good? So we'll start off as we usually start off. Let me know if you can hear me okay, and let me know if the music is okay from a volume point of view, because it's not showing up on my end. So just let me know if you can actually hear it. I don't think it's actually working, so I will fix it. But let me know, guys. Please let me know. In fact, I think I can see what the problem is. How are you going? Anyway, you good? You good? Who have we got in? We got Kyle in. Kyle, is this the first time on the stream, mate? I don't know if it is. We got Constant as well. How you doing, buddy? You good? Hope you're doing well. We've got the dude from Dnipro. Greets from YouTube yourself. And what if I spam to gain XP? You crack on. You feel free. Fill your boots, mate. I don't care. There's no music? No, I didn't think there was. Give me just a second and I should hopefully be able to fix that. Now I still can't hear any music, so I mean it's standard, isn't it? Every time we join this stream, every time we start the stream, there is something will be wrong. I absolutely guarantee it. So it should be working now. I know it's not. We'll get it fixed. Don't worry. So I don't really have much of a plan, to be honest. Today I'm just going to be building some random stuff. To be honest, we'll do a little bit of detailing, and I reckon we'll probably, if there's time, we'll maybe move on and we'll do some of the airport stuff, I guess, as well. I know there's no music. I am working on it. Thank you, though, Lou. I do appreciate it. So the thing with the music is that I can't play it through my main browser, which is Chrome. Not Chrome. It's Brave. Excuse me. I do want to play it through. I had it playing through Edge, which was wrong. I should have had it through Chrome, which I've got it set up as a separate sound source. So we'll get it fixed. Don't worry, we will get it fixed. It might just take me a minute or two to actually do that. So who else have we got? Where's everybody coming in from? Kyle, I know you're Glasgow. Where's everybody else from? And I mean, dude from Dnipro, he kind of giving the game away, I suppose, yeah. Right. Music, volume, Chrome. Chrome is up full, it's just simply not playing, so that's fantastic. Huggy Bear's in the chat. How are you? Hope you're doing good. And not too early of a stream for our good people from US. I think it's kind of morning stream, yeah. So why are you guys not working? Do you work from home? What do you do? Don't dox yourself, but I'm gonna be curious and I'm gonna ask some questions. First time catching a stream. This build encouraged me to start a full build on the Swole map. Nice. Absolutely banger map as well from Poplar. And from France, Humane, welcome in. Hope you're doing good. And where I find the music for my video and my streams, I get everything from Epidemic Sound. epidemicsound.com. So there. All the music's on YouTube, but you can't use it without subscription. So you got to pay £15 or $20 a month or whatever it might be. And if you're starting your videos, then click on the link on the Discord. And if you sign up, I get a free month. So yeah. But yeah, epidemicsound.com. Mark, good to have you in as well, buddy. Hope you are doing good. I'm just trying to fix the sound. I don't know why it's not working. If necessary, what I'll do is I'll just stick it through Brave, but we might end up with some random other stuff as well. So let's have a quick check and see if that's going to be playing. Chrome audio, CS2 audio. I need it through Chrome, otherwise this is going to be a music-free stream, which kind of sucks. Could maybe just quickly, potentially, add a little browser source, maybe. I don't know. We'll see, huh? Let's see if I can just do that super quick. Chrome audio. I just don't know why it's not playing in Chrome, man. It's super, super annoying. So guys, what else? So we know that somebody's building on Zwo on that Dutch map. What maps are you guys currently building on? I've been looking at starting a new series as well, like proper series as well. So I might just steal some of your ideas. I'll be honest. So I'm going to very quickly just try and add another source and try and get some music on the go. So that would be audio. Audio input. Audio input. I can't do it. Let's get the game set up, I guess, and we'll kind of take it from there. Maybe we'll get some game audio instead. I don't even know if I've got that set up. I'll be perfectly honest. So we'll find out soon enough, though, right? At work on lunch, that's fair play, Huggy. I think that's I think that's acceptable. Kasasi 24. Nice to see you in here as well. Still on the airport grind for you. Are you still doing your airport? No way, mate. I thought it was looking pretty much like you had done a fair bit, to be honest with you, mate. Thomas, welcome in. How you doing? Joe, welcome in as well. And Azure Golf currently. Azure Golf? Where is that? I don't know where that is. Right. Let's see if we can get some game on the go. Yeah, there we go. Let's get loaded up. Now the good news is we do have a new Noevorden on its way. That should be with us relatively soon. And if you guys are a channel member or Patreon member, it is on your platform now. So feel free, go and have a look at it. After the live stream, obviously. And if not, everybody else, it will be available on Friday. We might have two videos coming this week. So we will see. I'm pretty busy, got a lot going on, and got some family stuff. Got some family stuff coming up, which is nice. And I've just had a few busy weeks as well. So I kind of feel like I'm kind of getting back into the swing of things now, which is good. So now I'm gonna just try and restart Chrome while we're waiting on that to load up. Log in. Super annoying, man. Is there a volume control on this that needs to be put up? Oh, wait. Is that working? I mean, I don't know. But it's super annoying. And I really want to get it fixed. It's going to drive me bonkers until we get it fixed. I'll be honest. God, damn it, man. Hey, welcome in from South Africa. I know there's no music. It's driving me bananas. So the question dude from Denitro is more than what I'm making just now, mate. The annoying thing is I can hear the music. If I pull that over here, I don't know, can you guys, let me see, can you guys see this now? Here, you can see audio. We've got Chrome Audio, Brave Audio. Tried playing through both and neither is working, so I don't know what the issue is, I'll be honest with you guys. Because right here we should see something moving up and down. See that there? That's me speaking. Should be the same for the music. I can hear it through here, just not coming through OBS. So I don't know what to do about that, to be honest, guys. But it kind of sucks not having music, and it's super annoying, man. Adrian, thanks very much, mate. Thanks very much. Feel free to comment on all of the on all of them. It's absolutely fine. I won't complain. The more engagement, the better, right? Xander, welcome in as well. Xander Allen, it's in the house. How are you doing? Welcome from Scotland. Right back at ya. So, short of restarting the stream, which I'm obviously not particularly enamored on doing, I don't really know if we can do an awful lot more about the music situation, guys, which is disappointing and annoying, to be honest. But I don't know how to fix it. Certainly midstream. So I guess we just suck it up, right? Should we try and get some game audio? See if that'll work. It's up to you guys. I mean, it's a little bit boring because I'm not actually doing anything other than just yapping. But that's pretty much what the stream's going to be about anyway. If it's your first time on stream, it's very rare that we actually get anything properly built. It's normally just yapping and catching up, to be honest, more than anything else. But we do try. But no guarantees. Alright, let's just get our graphics in order very quickly. Don't worry, I'm not gonna restart anyway. Cause those two, if it was just Twitch or just or just YouTube, then maybe restarting might not be a terrible idea. But because I need to kind of do them all again, it's a real ball ache starting them all up again. So I won't restart. I just guess we gotta suck it up, right? There we go. That's not a bad view of the city, is it? That's not a bad view. Not too bad at all. Trying to get a little bit of colour in this scene. Lovely. Awesome. So you guys have got to keep me chatting. You have to be hammering me with questions. So the nice thing about having music is that if I get a little bit quiet, then there's still a little bit of background noise on the go, and it's not just we're not sitting here in silence. So so feel free to keep me yapping and absolutely hammer the questions at me. I have no issues with that whatsoever. You just feel free to ask whatever you want within reason, obviously. Do you know, I'll answer best I can. So now, I was given some firm feedback by my wife to stop coughing down the mic, and that might be a little bit harder than a little bit harder to do than to say. So if you catch me doing it, I am gonna try and put myself on mute. I just need to clear my throat all the time. It's just the way it is. So if you catch me coughing down the mic, feel free to give me dog's abuse on the chat. I'm absolutely alright with that. I can live with that. Adrian, no, I am not from the Netherlands. I am from Scotland. I'm from Glasgow, mate. But we'll certainly do a little Netherlands build. So a little spoiler, guys, if you guys aren't channel members, that's the scene of this week's video. That'll be out on early access right now, and everybody else will get it on the Friday. But yeah, we got a few problems here with custom assets not loading. Not a big deal, really, to be honest with you. It's not the end of the world, but kind of annoying. Had to clear the cache, and the things didn't, they haven't reloaded. The good thing is I've only got a few of these buildings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was a nice hotel one up here as well. So, is what it is. Is what it is. So the area that I wanted to add a little bit of detail was really just down here. It was a pretty big episode. I don't know if you guys caught it or not, but we did this sort of like university extension. We did this entire neighborhood, and we extended out our big grid network as well, and we did this one too. So that was one big episode, pretty massive to be honest. And to enable me to do that, I kind of just toned down any of the detail, and so really we did a little bit of streetscaping down here, but just the basics, to be honest with you. It was really, more than anything else, it was just doing the bare minimum to make it not look like a complete janky mess, to be perfectly honest. So what we'll need to do is kind of revisit some of the places we don't really have any surface work, which I do not like. Might stick a wee static ploppable in here and bring this to life, because these are all not a static ploppable but a block, right? Because they are static ploppables at the moment. But again, yeah, just really the basics done here, and I think I would definitely like to give it a little bit of love and attention, especially around the lack of surfaces and the lack of furniture really that we have on the streets. Bit of a lack of vegetation really as well. So all the kind of stuff that you would see maybe. Let's try and find an area that has been done, because it's always a balance, right? I can't spend forever doing street detailing on a city this size, right? Or otherwise you'd never get a video, right? So let's have a look. So I've done a little bit here, but again, not much street furniture. Really just the basics to kind of break things up on some of the bigger areas, right? Sorry guys, I'll catch up with chat. And Adrian's saying your videos made me wish to go to Netherlands again. You're from Leeds? Leeds is nice though. Leeds is nice. I quite like Leeds. Been in there a good number of times. And are you going to build something inspired by real cities, or also invent something new? A little bit of a mix. I like to do a little bit of a mix, so I think personally I like to have it I like to look at Google Maps and then go and make my own version of it, right? So it's not like a one-to-one not a one-to-one recreation, but I'll certainly be taking inspiration from different parts. So I think I don't know, I'm looking at, for a new series, I'm looking at Asian stuff. I've got a nice idea where I can actually get real good variety in it, so that's probably going to be making an appearance in the next couple of months. I've also really liked, I really like doing European stuff as well, so I think doing something European, not necessarily Dutch. I'm not going to do another Dutch city, obviously, after doing this one, but maybe something a little bit more Central European, perhaps. So thinking like Czech Republic and Austria, and yeah, a little bit German city potentially, like southern Germany. Yeah. I haven't really made my mind up, so, but I think yeah, like bits of Poland and maybe some Eastern European, maybe not a whole city doing Eastern European, but maybe a small one might be cool as well. So European cities are definitely my preference, but the Asian ones would be good as well. I think the Asian ones would be difficult because I'm not really that familiar with it, so it's going to be it'll be it'll be an awful lot more in terms of in terms of researching, and I think potentially the episodes might come a little bit. They might be a little bit slow to kind of come to fruition. The problem is some of them, like China, don't have Google Maps. I don't think either, right? So I think there is like an equivalent of Google Maps, not quite Google Maps, but something kind of similar. But yeah, might just be a little bit difficult, but I think it would be a fun one. And again, because I'm not familiar with it, it would take a bit of time to try and find some pretty cool infrastructure. And there's lots of cool stuff to build, lots of mad infrastructure to build in them cities. But yeah, from a pulling together a video point of view, it might be a wee bit more difficult, So you accidentally got a full-time dependent to siesta. Was that like a full-time like addiction, you mean? Yeah. I know the feeling. Yeah, Maestro, if I end up going central, I'll be tapping you up for some inspiration ideas, mate. What's the favourite part of the city that I've built? So on this one, I see, the thing is, like, I really enjoy whatever my last episode was. Do you know what I mean? Like, my last episode is usually my favourite, like, part of the city, but honestly, like, I like the university's coming together. Like, proper modern university is coming together really nice. This is all cool, man. This is really good, really nice. I think I need some sports facilities potentially here or here. But I've enjoyed that. I really enjoyed just down at the station as well. Like, we've got some of our bike infrastructure looking pretty nice down here, and it's nice and busy. It's always good to look at it when it's nice and busy as well. So it's always pretty satisfying. I think the obviously it all ties in. We're getting some decent traffic, which is nice. But you can see the performance. Somebody did ask about performance, by the way, as well. And I did mean to answer. I wasn't ignoring your question. In terms of simulation speed, fastest I can get on this is about 1.9, 1.8. So simulation speed is actually doing pretty decent, to be honest with you. But that's helped from the CPU I've got. In terms of the frames suck. They're not good. They're not good at all, unfortunately. Let's see if I can show you the FPS. Now, bear in mind, I've got the frame gen on as well, right? Which really helps. But the FPS is murder. So what I might end up doing is go through and have a little bit of a cull of some high try buildings and try and get some. I don't think I've got that many. Do you know what I mean? But so the FPS is going to kill this city before anything else. Unfortunately, I need to go up top. General FPS, yeah, simple. So you can see here it's like down to 20, 29. It's not too bad. When we start moving about, it will drop a little. 28. Really does depend on what part of the city you're on as well, so 25, 29, 30. Now bear in mind, obviously I've got stream running as well, so the stream and everything else takes a bit of performance. So you can see it's a little bit janky when we spin it around, but it's still alive. It's still alive for the time being. So enough to make a video, I guess. As long as it's enough to make a video, we keep going. And but if it gets to the point where it's just a stuttery mess, then obviously we would have to call it. Excuse me, guys. I just need a quick drink. There we go. Is it possible to find out somewhere the list of mods I have? Yeah, you give me 2 seconds and I will stick it in the chat for you. One moment, guys. In fact, I might have a little document with it open right here. So really, so this is the main series that I have. You are on. Are you on? Yeah, you're on YouTube. So really, if you click on any of the videos in the main series, I put the up to date mod list directly on there anyway, so you can pick them up anytime. If they get updated or they changed or whatever, then you kind of see that notification or whatever. Not notification, but you can see that it's changed on there. You'll see a different version number on the back of it. Okay, I don't have the mod list. 2 seconds, I'll get it for you. Go, and that was YouTube, right? There we go. That's the mod list. If you want to download it, you should be good to go. So yeah. So to answer the favorite part of the set, I don't know. There's honestly too many of them. I keep getting drawn towards this part of it. I think that's probably one of my favorite builds. And you can see it's getting a little clunky here. Unfortunately, this kind of this asset that's been removed from PDX mods is kind of spoiling the scene here, to be honest. But this little junction down here is absolutely brilliant. Unfortunately, you can't. I mean, you can see parts of it, but this building kind of goes over it, right? So it was such a cool little scene. But unfortunately, it's looking like it's toast. So we'll get it. I do have a ready-made replacement for this particular one. It was such a prominent one. I thought I'll make sure that we've got something else. So one of Titans from his from one of his packs is going to be the replacement for this big Chinese one that we have here. So yeah, I'll move that back over for now anyway. Control Z, will that work? Yeah, it does. Perfect, lovely. But yeah, I mean, other than that, it's the central ones. The industry stuff is coming along pretty nice. Again, that's just one episode. I think it was one episode. Somebody can correct me if I'm talking shit. But I think yeah, we've got a bit more to do as well, and I'm probably going to do something similar and do some really big episodes, like do all of that in one, and maybe do all of that in one, and then fill the rest of that with some farmland, and I'll actually be able to get that finished up pretty quickly. I reckon we might end up, if we've got time, we might end up doing a little bit of farmland over here as well, and I think I'd like some maybe a little neighbourhood or a little village or a little town or something out here might be pretty nice too. So but we'll see. So check out KLG Bibliotech Long Ripley in Copenhagen. Okay, good mix of modern and traditional. Copenhagen's cool. I would love to do like a Scandinavian build as well. That's just, I think we talked about that in the last stream. I don't think there's enough assets for it, unfortunately, just yet. But yeah, like a Scandi build would be pretty cool. I think you could probably get away with like a small one. Little coastal village or something like that might be cool, you know. So Equipment Eye is in. How are you doing? Good to see you too, mate. You good? How are you, man? What have you been up to? What does the transit look like? I have that I have that transit mod, so we can actually take a peek at it. It's looking a little like this. So, not particularly planned out. I've just been adding stuff as I've been building, to be honest. So, it's been pretty organic. Pretty organic in terms of how it's came together. But I'm going to be ripping tons of stuff out and redoing it, and make a proper transit episode. And it's something I keep saying all the time, and I just never do it. So if I keep saying it, I have to make it happen, right? I need to. What's the word? Not committable. I don't know. You guys can basically hold me to it, right? So yeah. Yeah, this is pretty much the transit. I mean, what I'd really like to do is bring the tram station that I've built here, say tram station, like fancy tram stop, really into play because we've only got a couple of lines here, and really I want that to feed the whole city, and I want everything going out in different directions because we've got trams coming out here, we got underground coming out here. We're probably going to have pretty limited options in terms of building out. Obviously, airport is a live stream project, which we might come around and do a little bit today. But we'll see. But we're going to have really limited options bringing stuff out of the main city, to be honest, because the city's going to get too big and the performance is just going to... The performance will tank before we can really kind of build much bigger. I mean, we are cracking on 200,000 as well, in fairness, so that's pretty big for a modded city. If we were unmodded or we only had like move it and a couple of other mods, we could probably go massive. We could probably kind of push on for like, I don't know, well over 500,000, maybe 800,000, 700,000. But all the mods and all the assets just kill performance. You know, it's what it is. You're living the dream, equipment. Aye, good stuff. Zandvoort, yeah, we got a little Zandvoort over there. If you want a quick peek. Like this area as well. It's come along pretty nicely, I reckon. Let's give Zandvoort a nice little bit of lighting, eh? That's a bit more like it. That is more like it. Right, I need a vape. So guys, on the last stream that we were on, I told you guys that I gave up nicotine. So that is now, let me just check it. That is now 24 days. 24 days, gave up nicotine. I've still got the vape, but it's just like, it's like inhaler juice, right? It's like inhaler stuff. But yeah, nicotine is out. It's been an emotional roller coaster. Giving it up. Man, it was wild. I've given up smoking lots in the past, you know, lots and lots in the past, but oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It was quite difficult. I haven't really craved the nicotine, but I have really struggled like from a mood point of view, you know. Very strange, very strange. But yeah, that's a few weeks off, nearly a month off, so you know, we're nearly there. Joppy, welcome in. How you doing? For Asian cities inspirations, yeah, Hong Kong, Singapore. Yeah, I was having a look at Hong Kong the other day. Actually, I was looking at somebody's Hong Kong road asset pack that's on PDX mods. Really cool. And if anybody's making like a UK city, you're basically just going to need that pack, right? And then it kind of got me into the inspiration mood, and I thought, yeah, I'll go and have a look. So there's lots and lots of stuff to get inspiration from in terms of Hong Kong. You know, and Singapore looks awesome as well. Somebody's doing Singapore, and they're doing an amazing job on it as well. So, but if you can kind of combine a few of them and a few other cities, I think it could be a really cool project. But I guess the problem is with these really big, you know, vertical cities where you have a lot of skyscrapers and all that kind of stuff, is that how big are you going to get, really? I mean, if it's going to be like a detailed city like this, how big are you going to get before performance, you know, kind of drops off, unfortunately? Again, you know, if it's vanilla, no problem. But if you're using tons of mods and tons of assets, then, you know, I don't know how well it would work out, you know, trying to get a full big series out of it. You know, that's my main concern. That's my major concern, I think, doing Asian ones. But I have ideas. So we'll see. Do I have signature buildings on the city, like biggest church, big train station? Yeah, we can take you around them. So it's just whatever you see on PDX mods, to be honest with you. But we're going to be doing Old Town. We're bringing the Old Town into play this week, and we're going to be focusing on that and the industry that you see on the right hand side over here. We get that filled in, Old Town is going over here, and obviously we've got our airport, which we're only going to be doing on the live stream. I think we're just going to be doing on the live stream. Other than that, it's filling up gaps and adding a bit more here and there where we find it. Elite Star Sam is saying they deleted 6,000 people from the city because you didn't like what I built. That's fine. That's entirely reasonable and to be applauded. Get rid of it. If you don't like it, get shot of it. They'll be back. Them Sims always come crawling back. I think I'm doing well not coughing down the mic. So again, if you weren't here at the start, if I coughed down the mic, just give me dog's abuse on that chat, alright? Hey Urban, welcome in. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing good. Elite, you have 1,500 people waiting on a bus stop. Oh man. Send them another bus. Build them a train station. Give them a tram. Do something. You're the mayor. Right, let's do some detailing, eh? Let's do some detailing. Now, guys, I'm gonna pop on the fan because it's getting super hot in here, and you shouldn't be able to hear that. There we go. Better. Okay. Happy days. Great. Just came home from a flight. Okay, you're going to have to tell us where you been, who you saw, what did you eat. You need to give us it all. Any DLC coming up for the game? And if so, what do you want the most? DLC, I think... What did they say on the City Corner 10? Does somebody have City Corner 10 in front of them? Because if you think I'm going to tell you anything that hasn't been that hasn't been put out officially by the Skylines team, then you're much mistaken. I'm not going to be drawn into that. But what would I like? I would like, what I would really like is I would like the ghosting to be fixed on AMD cards. That's one thing, but I don't know if that'll ever be done. I would like, I would like sports stuff. I'd like stadiums. There's some amazing stadiums though, right? DM Scopio's done. Here's one of them. Amazing, stunning. And they're just banging them out left, right, and centre. So, but I think that would sell a lot. Airport, obviously, we're gonna need an airport, and I hope it's a good one. I really hope it's a good one because airports are so much fun to build. They're not really so much fun to build right now. They're an absolute bollock, and they take forever. But they're cool when they're built, though, right? When you've got them finished, it's pretty awesome, right? Obviously, parks. Having empty parks basically sucks. You can put parks and then build around them and extend them. That's what I always do, but having proper ones would be cool. I would like monorails. I don't know if I would ever actually build a city with a monorail in it, but I just want to go monorail. I just do. Yeah, that's pretty much the wish list. What else would I like? Obviously, somebody was asking about universities. University would be good as well. Higher education stuff. I think, industry as well. Bear in mind, industry has had nothing really. Obviously it's got bridges and ports, right, which is kind of storage and that kind of stuff, right? But like generic industry, like this kind of stuff, like the zoned industry, hasn't been touched. And I think the stuff that people have brought out in PDX mods has really made an incredible difference in terms of, what we're able to do. So I think even stuff like that from Joe, brilliant. Static ploppables where we can have this and put stuff wherever we want. there's the static ploppables there, and again some more stuff for Joe. So I think yeah, industry, just it doesn't have to be a DLC. Just give us like a little bit more choice. What I'd really like to see is like warehousing. Here's an idea, and you can have this for free. Warehousing, like zonable warehousing. Just because most modern industry is just big warehouses these days, right? Most of it, right? Not all of it, obviously. But most of it, when you see it in a city, is predominantly warehouses, and then you've got whatever else is going in the warehouse. It could be manufacturing, whatever. But yeah, that's an idea. I mean, that could potentially work, right? But I don't know. Lots of stuff. Equipment I want trash, water treatment, heavy industry. Yeah, I think we've got some reasonable options in terms of trash. I think the what do you call it? I want to say landscaping. It's not landscaping. Landfill, right? Like the landfill thing. It's not terrible. It's actually all right, to be honest. I think these are all right. Incineration plants. I think the waste stuff is actually not too bad. But I think maybe just a few more options, right? And a couple of different sizes and shapes and that kind of stuff. But I think overall, I think the gist of it works pretty well. You don't know how to build industrial zones without spamming. So what to do is the stuff that you're spamming, which is all of this stuff, just use that to fill your gaps. So look for something big. So this generic light industrial created by Silly Boy, right? You can get this, and these come in like a few different sizes, but something like this, or this again. Same. I think that's the same person, is it? No, this is from Phenom. And these are the cargo warehouses, so you can get that. They're just base game, I think. Yeah, they're base game. Get the static ploppables. So get your big stuff in. Excuse me. Get the big assets in, and then just fill your gaps with the smaller stuff. And that's basically how you don't spam. That's the gist of it, right? Get some big stuff in, and then little stuff surrounding it. That's the short version. That's the short version. Settler, welcome in. Appreciate the follow. Good to see you in, buddy. Of course I have a Twitch. Of course I live stream. 100%. I don't do it very often, but I've been better. I've been doing better. I think I've been trying to be a little bit more consistent. I haven't quite managed to do a weekly, but I'm getting there. Do I use Joe's Industrial? Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, remember, these are the ones I was just talking about. Excuse me, guys. I do need to get another little drink here. 1 moment. Oh. There we go. You just associate industries with money and no aesthetics. Yeah, I mean it's definitely one of the more challenging ones, I guess, to get done. But even just a couple of warehouses, plop them down, and you can use the you can use StarQ's service blocks. So these are all functioning industry. Do it all the time on the channel. Loads and loads of these dotted around all over the place. And again, this is basically our oil extractor industry, which is hidden underneath a completely different area. So yeah, pretty cool. Is this the like I can't even remember which one is the extractor. Do you know that? This one? There we go. Let me just highlight that again, if I can. So yeah, so that's basically extracting oil from there, which you would never think, right? Looking at all of this. That's one of them. I think, is this another one here? I think there's another one here as well. And then we just kind of decorated it out with other stuff. But you can plug your industrial things directly onto, onto these extractor industries. So yeah, get yourself creative. That's what anarchy's made for, isn't it? You know. So yeah. Yeah, abandoned ones. We've got a few of them kicking about as well. Let me see these ones. Let's just fix the lighting here, guys, so you can see it. Yeah, so we got the kind of abandoned and overgrown kind of stuff over here on this island. Obviously low density, so we've got parking there. I've lost a lot of the decals there. Don't know what happened to them, so that's unfortunate, but it's what it is. But yeah, mix and match and get yourself a bit of variety in your city. I guess that's number one. Urban, can't keep your eyes open because of the jet lag. Oh man. Oh wait, hold on, I've got the list. I didn't see you'd put the list in as well. So you've been in Colombia. That's pretty awesome actually, man. Lucky you. Family over there. Yeah, the earthquake. God almighty, yeah, seen that. Wildfire, drought, floods, a wedding. 8 tons, crazy 3 weeks. It sounds a crazy 3 weeks. Holy smokes! How did I miss that bit of chat? Oh my god! I did ask for everything, and Urban, you delivered. If you're still here, you definitely delivered. Thank you for sharing, man. I appreciate it. Asti Danny, welcome in as well. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, industrial stuff is fun. It's the kind of thing that it can take a little bit of time to get started, but once you get going, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to stop, isn't it? You know. So, right now, I said I was going to do some detailing. We are 51 minutes into the stream, and I haven't placed a single prop. Okay, so if we do nothing, no worries, Urban. Thanks again. All right, get some sleep, and I hope you're feeling nice and fresh tomorrow. All right. Take care, mate. Okay, so yeah, at least let's get a prop down. All right, let's get a few props down. We'll pick a street, and we'll get going. Right. So I would like to extend some of that red stuff, right? I think that's a definite. Rid of this. Now I'm using this new UI mod. It's a little bit it's definitely a little bit easier on the eye in terms of how much space it's taking up, but I keep forgetting where things are, man. So it's just taking a little bit getting used to be honest. Now I don't want to do every single street necessarily, but I would like to do a good number of them, to be honest, you know, so. Can't believe we don't have any music in this stream, man. That blows. Absolutely blows chunks, man. I mean, I'm listening to music. I'm enjoying it. But, but unfortunately, you guys are getting left out, which kind of sucks. So tell me, guys, we've obviously talked a little bit about what we might build next. Any suggestions? Anything that you guys would be sort of desperate to see? I mean, not the wackier, but, you know, something interesting, basically, is what I would be after. But also something doable, right? I need to be able to actually build the blooming thing. So if you say, you know, a Mars colony or whatever, then it's maybe not. It's maybe not necessarily going to be the most useful proposition, right? Don't worry, man. You've got Ben Elson going in your honor over here. Good stuff, right? Nice one, mate. Nice one. The legend, the legend. I'm listening. I'm just listening to like whatever's on the chilled out mix on my Epidemic Sound. To be honest, let me see. What is it? I don't even know what browser it's playing on there. Laid back music. It is Nick Hansen. All works out. Instrumental version. It should say up here. It should tell you what I'm listening to, but my little widget is not working. So that's kind of annoying. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Amusement park. Yeah, I mean, we need amusement park assets, though, don't we? Do you know? Because we've obviously got the stuff from Bridges and Ports. There's that amusement park mod, Maestro. You were pointing them out to me the other day. You know, I seen they've got like an amusement park one as well, which is kind of cool. And I think that might be actually not all that difficult to make either. I think actually amusement park would be pretty easy, but we can only really use the assets that we've got already, because I don't think there's much in the way. I don't think there's much in the way on PDX mods. I think there's a couple of attractions, isn't there? We've got that ride. I think there's I don't know what it's called, like amusement ride where you kind of drop up and down. I'm sure, I know that's on there, but I don't know, and I don't remember seeing anything else that was added sort of recently, you know. But yeah, I mean, amusement park would be a pretty cool one. I wouldn't mind a wild interchange one shot. To be honest, it has been a long time. Const, I have the one that you suggested, and can you guys see my screen? No, you can't. Okay, perfect. I actually have it on. I have it on like my on my little organizational homepage app. It's part of it's one of the projects that I still have, and it's put under the on hold category. I don't even have it under planned. Excuse me. It was NC plan for the I-77, right? That's basically I still have it. And I think I can get a good story out of it as well, mate. Do you know? So it's I'm constantly reminded that that's sitting, and I don't have that many projects sitting on hold. It's stuff that I still plan on doing, and it's probably. I mean, when did you suggest that? That'd have been about like easily a year ago, right? Easily a year ago, man, right? Mental. Let's have a little look. Oban, you're from Oban? You want me to make Oban? Yeah. Oban's actually pretty cool. There is one bit in Oban that I would like to see somebody make in City Skylines. And that's the big, what's the big thing on top of the hill? I don't know what it's called, but it's awesome. Guys, I'll show you in chat once I find it. Okay. One moment. Hopefully you can see this now. So what is this thing? What is this thing in Oban? Huge big circular building. I don't know what it is. There's a pretty good picture of it. Oh, come on. Can we zoom in? We cannot. But yeah, I don't know what it is. And I have been in Oban, but I didn't take a walk up to that to have a little look. I guess, I'm assuming, is it like, it's not an aqueduct necessarily. It looks like one, doesn't it? But it's perfectly circular. I don't know if it's like a memorial or a garden or, you know, what the heck it is. Looks cool though, doesn't it? But yeah, I think if I was making Oban, I'd be doing some of that. It is cool though, because you can see here it's like tiered almost. and they've got a really good distillery down here on the bottom left hand side, which is nice. They do a whiskey called not a Lafroig. Oh, they do an amazing whiskey. They do, it's like a Tobermory whiskey, but it's not. That's not what it's called. Lechech. So don't ask me how to pronounce that. It's not spelled the way I'm saying it. Lechech, but it is a phenomenal whiskey, and it's not expensive either. It's like £40. What's that, like $50? €50. Amazing whiskey. We do Helensburgh instead. Alright, yeah, that might be a bit easier. Gio, welcome in. How are you doing, mate? How are you doing? Honestly, Const, we'll get round to it at some point. We will do it once. I guarantee it. Now, Eurobog's saying, I've been wanting to see the Old Town, maybe create some history lore to get some uniqueness. You're not going to have to wait too long, so obviously we've made a start. It's coming this week. So it's on early access today, and it will be out for everybody else on Friday. So if you really can't wait, feel free to get early access on the channel or Patreon. Obviously Patreon, you get the game save as well, man. There's my sales pitch. I'll make it the last one. Excuse me. So let's have a look. Maestro, more infrastructure is also durable, perhaps connecting the outskirts, maybe more interregional. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's just going to be difficult because by the time we actually get this filled up, and we will fill it up, like even if it's a fucking slideshow by the time we get to it, I'm finishing that 100%, and I'm absolutely going to finish over here as well. So even if I can't make a video out of it, that's the bare minimum, and that's what I'm going to be focusing on anyway, right? Got to finish it. I got to finish it. And then anything else is just a bonus. I think, Maestro, you know, it's we could. I mean, over here, what I'd like to do is definitely connect like little mini towns, little mini villages, like really small ones, and it will be kind of smaller train stations and that kind of stuff. Obviously, we've got our cargo going around this side, and I want to get that connected round to where we're going to have airport as well. So yeah, lots of plans, but this Old Town is going to take me forever, man. It took so long just to do that little bit that's going to come up in this week's episode, so I'm not it's like, you know, I'm a little concerned about the length of time it's going to take to do it. So, but it is what it is, and it's, I guess it's not just the time to do it, but it's also taking the time to do it and making sure that it doesn't just look like the same episode every episode, right? Because I wouldn't watch that. I wouldn't expect you guys to watch it. But in the same time, it's a big area to cover, so if I do it and then you know, if I do like a huge episode, then it maybe take me like a week to do do like a big chunk, and I know it still won't be done, and that's before I even start making the video, you know. That's just doing the build. So yeah, it's difficult. It's definitely difficult, and I don't think there's a way that I can really fudge, you know, like an Old Town. It's got to be detailed. You've got to have some detail in your Old Town, right? Otherwise it's just going to look crap. And I'm not going to put crap out. But what I may do is potentially scale back the size of the Old Town, and maybe I'll show you what I mean. And so what I would like to have done was to have, you know, something like massive like here. Really fill all of that out. But time, you know what I mean? So what I might do is just give it a hard what do you call it? You know, give it a hard cut off there, maybe. And maybe there. Or there. And then just focus like all of that stuff as Old Town, and then we kind of build normally out here and kind of build normally out there. And I think that's going to be the way forward, to be honest, because otherwise, you know, we're just going to run into them problems that I've kind of discussed. So, Hey, yeah, Tim, welcome in, mate. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. How's Chicago treating you, buddy? Everything okay with you, mate? Not seen you about for a while. Um, it was a folly built by a rich person, the one in Noevorden. Okay, okay. It's pretty cool though. I like it. I think it's awesome. Um, is your house between the two tall buildings still standing? Do you know what? It should. It should be. I don't think I've taken. I don't think I've done anything. Hold on. Where were we? Yeah. Huh? This? I mean, unfortunately, it looks like somebody's going to drive directly through your living room window. But apart from that, Geo, it's looking like it's doing all right there, bud. FPS, you can see that in the top right hand corner right here. I've got the FPS counter still up, so usually somewhere between 20 and 30. If I'm firing about like this, it can drop down to maybe 15 or 16. Or if I zoom out, we'll get a little bit more, but yeah, 20 to 30 typically is the FPS, and the oops, sim speed's not bad. We're getting about 2, a little bit over 2, which isn't too bad considering it's been a heavy modded city. I kind of keep it at half just to basically give my frames a little bit of a chance. If I can, I just pop it on half speed when I'm recording or streaming, you know. So Gio's got a question that will help him or her in the future. How much did it cost you to build a PC as right now to be able to handle so much of this game? I mean, I built the PC before everything went mad, so yeah, I didn't I've got 96 or 69 gigs of RAM depending on who you speak to, and that's like, I got it for like £215, man, and that's like $250, right? €250, and it's like, I don't know, it's like 1,200 now, something like that. You know, it's 5 times the price. It's ridiculous. So yeah, but yeah, I just kind of built stuff before everything went mad, and CPUs weren't too bad. CPU was the last upgrade that I done. But yeah, I don't know how much it cost altogether. I don't know. I think GPU's 1,100, RAM 200, CPU's 650, motherboard 250, hard drives just hard drives are hard drives. I think I had all the hard drives already, to be honest. I don't know. I think I added like 4 gig. What was the last upgrade? Wasn't that expensive, to be honest. I was looking at maybe adding another hard drive yesterday, man. It's fuck. I was looking at, I thought maybe like a couple of 8 gig upgrades. £1,000 for like not 8 gig, 8 terabyte SSD. £1,100. What the fuck? You know what I mean? It's absolutely mental. So nope, we're not doing that. But I've got what I did invest in though was a NAS, right? So I've got like external storage, and that backs up everything for me. So I've got like 20. I don't even have that much in it. I've got like 24 terabytes in that. It's expandable, right? I can add more. But 24 terabytes would probably do me, you know, without having to delete anything, it would probably do me like a year before I need to go in and kind of clear things up. So that really helps because everything's backed up to that, and then it goes to an external hard drive, which is like my third backup, my third copy, which is cool. And the stuff that's really important also gets the same treatment. That's all backed up through those 3, plus it's got a cloud backup as well. So plenty of storage. The GPU is AMD, 7900 XTX Sapphire Nitro Plus, so it's a kind of top end AMD one. But you can get like an AMD 9070 now for pretty much same performance but a lot less price. So if you go in AMD, get that, you know, rather than the 7900 XTX. But obviously that was out 2 years before their current one. So the building in Oban is to be named McCaig's Tower. The idea is to erect a building resembling the Colosseum. Statues were to be placed in the open windows, and it was to house a museum and an art gallery. Nice. Thank you, Simon. Appreciate that. Andrew May, welcome in. How are you doing, mate? Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. You're still waiting, Tim. You're still waiting to see the idea I gave you before. Haven't got a clue what it is, mate. It must have been such a long time ago. Tim, in fairness, we got you the. We did give you the. I wasn't expecting that plane. We did give you the Chicago interchange, though, right? We give you the Jane Byrne. You got the Jane Byrne. In fairness. Yeah, 250 terabyte SSDs for AI centers, and the problem is it's obviously consumers or prosumers or whatever aren't going to be buying that, but all the materials are still used for these AI assholes. What can you do? What can you do? Sam B, welcome in, and very good evening to you too. Hope you're doing good. How's your day been? You want to see the graphic settings? I can show you graphic settings, mate. So so basically everything's on high. But I'll show you anyway. Graphics. I'll do it super slow, so if you want to take screenshots or whatever, I'll let you take some screenshots, alright. So that's the first screen. Here's your second one. I'll give you a short version of this in a second as well, right? And then on to advanced. So that's just saying 1440p, depth of field off. I'll let you take a copy of these if you want. So the main thing with an AMD card is you need TAA on. You need that, otherwise it's a shimmery mess. But the downside with TAA is that it's going to give you ghosting, right? You're going to get a little bit of ghosting on the vehicles and the Sims. Sadly, but that is still the best option. And honestly, everything else is just cranked up high. Volumetrics is off. Global illumination is off. But everything else, depth of field, although that's high, it is switched off, right? Motion blur off as well. But the short version is turn everything up on high, put on TAA, and that's basically it. Other than that, it's all vanilla on this particular map. Remember, it's going to look different though. If you've got a different map with a different climate, it's all going to look completely different. What you want though is you want time and weather anarchy, and you just change the hour of the day depending on what angle you're looking at, right? Makes a huge difference. So time and weather anarchy is what you want, and preserve photo mode, and I just bump up the exposure. And I put on that little blue tint. Just like that. That's what works on this particular map. But again, time and date anarchy and photo mode. You want to play about with that and see what works on your own on your own map. So yeah. But that's the graphic settings. That's all I do. Nothing fancy. Most of it's vanilla. The most non-vanilla thing I do is just adding that blue tint for this particular map. So, yep. But crank everything up on high. I'm doing good, Sam. Yeah, doing really good. Thought I'll squeeze in a little stream today. I've got a busy couple of days there. We've done, obviously this week's video work is done, which is nice. I've been skipping the odd upload. I've been super consistent with the uploads on a Friday afternoon, so 2 or 3 o'clock on every Friday since January. So that's like 7 months. I've not missed. I don't think I've missed a Friday. So a lot going on. A lot going on in real life, personal stuff, and nothing bad. It's all it's good stuff. But that's still ongoing. So instead of just working my ass off and stressing out and just putting out something I'm not happy with, I thought I'll just take a week off. Or not take a week off, but take a week off uploading, right? Still been doing stuff and getting myself organised. But yeah, but apart from that, good. So I thought I've got some time. I thought I'd do a little stream, say hello, see what everybody's up to, see what's going on, and got some football to look forward to today as well. Champions League, Celtic gonna get pumped out of the Champions League. It's the playoffs today, so it's the usual. I think we'll win. I think it'll be a hard game though. You know, we've got Austrian champions, LASK or LASK. I think it'll be a tough one. It's probably the toughest draw that we could have done. We could have got, to be honest. But we've made a couple of decent signings. I think we'll be all right. We've got a quality manager, thank God, eventually, and I think we'll do okay. Quietly confident, but you know, it's Celtic trying to qualify for Europe, so you know, most of the time it doesn't go too well. Excuse me. So you did give me that idea, but you'd love to see a reconstruction of Naperville, Illinois. Well, I mean that's like a whole series, is what you're asking for potentially. Is it a big place? Shall we have a look? Let's have a look. Come on then. And we're on show. You can see Google Earth here loading up. Yeah, we can do it. Perfect. Lovely. Right, Tim. Let's check it out, sir. Gonna have to go and grab another drink in a second, guys. I can feel my throat just. So that is a decent bit of sprawl right there. Where's the is there a town centre? This is the downtown? American downtowns are so weird, aren't they, man? They're just strange. Like, they're obviously not strange if you're from there, but they are just strange. This is quite nice. It's quite nice. Tim, I take it this is like is this like a reasonably affluent place? They've done well, like nice streetscaping. And it's not very Strody either, is it? Do you know, that looks like a nice little town centre actually. Very nice. So small town America, I guess, is what you're. Yeah, it is very nice, super nice, Tim. That looks like a nice place to visit, man. Sanjith, welcome in. How you doing? You've got an idea from a city, Geo. You could recreate the Russian Soviet era style of a district and build a micro district, a district inside. So a district inside a district. So it's like a kind of Inception type deal. He's suggesting, or she's suggesting, I think, Geo, yeah. This district inside the city, that its own hospital, school. I don't know if it would fit in this one. This is kind of, I'm trying to keep it as strictly Dutch as I possibly can, I'll be honest with you. Ajax in the Conference League. Sam, do you support Ajax, or has your team got Ajax in the conference? I take it Ajax having to qualify for that, yeah? Oh man. Kasper, who looks good? He looks, honestly, man, that guy is going to score an absolute bucket. Ronan, where you see, top scorer, guarantee it, man, guarantee it. 22 for Ingles. I mean, yes. Yep, we can replace him, no problem, man. Like, you know, he's no world beater, is he? To be honest, I think he'll go down there and he'll do all right, do you know? But it's one of them ones. Did you see him last week? You know, he knew he was going to get a move on. He got his fucking finger out, didn't he? He was playing amazing. So he's one of these players, man, where he needs a permanent rocket up his ass to keep him going. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, we'll see. But Clover Pie is in. Hi Clover, how you doing, my man? Like the Pripyat construction, Clover. You I'm gonna link that video actually, man. How's Clover been doing? What's going on with you, mate? You change your name on the YouTubes as well, mate? I see you did. Let me see. Right. I don't think my chat isn't working. Like, it's for some reason StreamerBot will sometimes let me put chat in, and sometimes it won't. So I'm just going to do it very quickly, manually. And guys, if you want to see some beautiful, beautiful builds, go and check that out. And there is a wonderful Eastern European build on there. And I can't find it, Clover. Do you know that? Let me see. I'm looking. The rural England one as well. That was actually cool. That's probably the closest. You know something, Clover? That's probably the closest to like like a realistic UK build that I've seen. And how long? That was like a year ago, 2 years ago, wasn't it? Don't think anybody's done anything quite as close to it. So much work though, isn't it? You know, it's a lot of work. And I cannot, for the life of me, find it. Well, if you've got the link, stick it on there. I'm not sure if it will allow you to put links on, but if you can, stick it in. If not, it's not the end of the world. But yeah, you're alive. That's well, that's all you can ask for, right? Mad Mart, how are you doing, mate? How you doing? Good to see you in, buddy. Hope you're doing well. We've got Quan Luton as well. We've got the whole squad coming in now, guys. Ajax are playing Shelburne from Dublin, 3-1 up. Shelburne, yeah, you should be beating them more than 3-1, to be honest with you. The Irish city is... the Irish football's doing significantly better than it used to. You know, it's an awful lot more professional than it used to be. It used to be proper amateur stuff, to be honest. But I don't know if they've had like a whole load of investment or what's going on, but you know, they've been doing significantly better and actually kind of qualifying for things. You know, it's mad. Samson's working on a Ukrainian city too. Do you have any Samson? You got any screenshots you'd like to share? I don't know. Are you on Discord? I don't know if you're on the Discord or not, but feel free to share some screenshots. That goes for everybody, by the way, guys. If you like sharing, then stick them up on the Discord, man, because there is nothing better that I enjoy to see what everybody else is up to. To be honest, it's actually pretty cool to see. So don't be shy if you're not in the Discord. Get your ass in there and let me see what you've been up to. Been a year, hardly remember. Yeah. So are we going to see a little comeback? Do you think, Clover, at some point? Are you tempted? Are you tempted to jump into another niche, or? Did you see YouTube are changing like the requirements now as well, right, to get monetized? So long form, you need to get like 1,000 subscribers, and you need to get, previously you'd had to get 4,000 hours of like watch time, and they're doubling that up to 8,000. You know, I mean, that's quite a lot, isn't it? 8,000 watch time hours, you know. Like, I don't think it's outrageous, and hopefully it maybe just kind of help filters out some of the quality issues, I guess, in terms of you know, like slop and all that kind of stuff that you see on YouTube coming in. But I don't know if it's going to make it better or make it worse, to be honest. But I'm trying to think, when I get monetized, I pretty much got like 1,000 subs and the 4,000 hours pretty much bang on at the same time, right? It was like within a week. I'm thinking another 4,000 on top of that, probably several months, you know. And let's face it, you know, we know why they're doing it, right? Realistically, we know why they're doing it, because they can make a bit extra money out of it. That's it. Do you know what I mean? They're just getting people working for free. That is what it boils down to. You know, no matter whatever they say. I mean, they haven't really given any particular reasoning for it, but you really don't need it, do you? They'll probably do this. And shorts, if you're a shorts creator, it's absolute. The requirements are absurd. I don't know. You guys seen this? Absolutely absurd. So you have to get 20 million, right? 20 million views on shorts. Now these are I can't remember the terminology. What is it? Like proper views, right? If somebody flicks very quickly, it doesn't count. So somebody like an engaged view, right? So it's 20 million engaged views, and you might have and maybe if you're a shorts creator, half of them will be engaged, right? So you need to get like 40 million views or 20 million engaged views um, within 3 months, which is absolutely bonkers. And then to maintain that, to keep getting paid, you've got to go. What is it? You've got to do a minimum of 10. Is it 10 million a month or 10 million every 3 months? Absolutely wild. Like if they want to basically get people to stop making shorts, they've managed to do that in one fell swoop. Because I think somebody came up with a number for it. 2% of creators that make shorts are are going to get basically going to get demonetized. 98% of them are going to get demonetized, right? Because they're not doing 10 million a month or 10 million a quarter. It's absolutely shocking, and they'll probably do something similar with long form later down the line as well. Do you know? Absolutely shaft people out their money. It's terrible, man. Not as I said, it's not too bad for the long form just now, but if you're a shorts creator, you just get nuked, man. Like, they say they're bringing up other stuff, like, but I don't know. They've been completely quiet on that, and I don't know why they would be so quiet on it, unless they're like front loading all the bad news. But you would think if there's good news to go with it, they would want to counter that bad news. Very strange. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing, but we'll see. Doesn't really affect me at this point, but you know, it's it is a way of just shafting people out the money. To be perfectly honest, they can take a bigger, you know, like Google aren't making enough money or YouTube aren't making enough money already. Do you know? Let's take it off the smallest creators on the platform. It sucks, to be honest. You know, from a matter of fairness, I think it blows. But that's my rant. That is my rant. Sorry, I'll catch up. I'll catch up with the chat. Ronan's talking about not much more investment, far bigger crowd since COVID. Okay, the Irish ones, yeah. Sligo Rovers beat Motherwell in Europa. Yeah, wild, wild. Do you know, like, Irish teams are well capable of getting results now, which is brilliant. Quanloop YouTube chat's a bit more active than Twitch this time round. You know, it's funny. Sometimes it can be. Sometimes Twitch pops off and sometimes YouTube pops off, but it's been good actually, because I know that sometimes when the a lot of folks YouTube live streams, they'll maybe have like big numbers on the live streams, but not that many people talking. So I do appreciate every single one of you, by the way, that are kind of getting involved in the chat, because, and especially not having any music. it's, it doesn't give me. I'm very conscious of it, that I don't really want to give any dead airtime on the live stream, right? So you guys being able to give me some chat makes it, you know, it makes it significantly easier, and it makes it a hell of a lot more fun as well, because if I'm just sitting here talking to myself, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, it's not the best, it's not the biggest good time that I can possibly have, and I'm not really that much. Usually, I'm not really that much of a yapper, right? I'm usually a pretty quiet person most of the time, but if I've got somebody like you guys to keep me entertained and keep me occupied and engaged, then it's honestly, guys, it makes it a huge amount easier. So I do appreciate it, guys. Excuse me. Guys, I am going to very, very quickly grab a drink before my throat closes up entirely. So, give me 2 minutes. I'll come back. I'll catch up with chat in a second. But 2 minutes, and I will be right back. Alright folks, that's me back. Appreciate your patience on that one. Thank you very much. Got a little bit of a drink. That should keep me going for another little while yet. And I was able to open the door behind me too, so the lighting might look a little bit different in here, but the temperature should be able to come down an awful lot. So my wife, excuse me, my wife is finished work. She works in the room next door, and she's left the house. She's away somewhere else, so I can open that door and I can keep yapping and get a little bit of fresh air in here, because it gets so warm in this room, man. It is wild. Right, I'm going to catch up and chat very, very quickly, because I think I have definitely missed out an awful lot. Where are we? Samsung, that's a lot. Random dude with a name, first stream you join in from Twitch. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of the next streams. So that kind of rough for smaller creators. Yeah, everything's been trending towards the top. It's just, you know, it's just terrible, to be honest with you, man. I mean, shorts are slop anyway. I don't watch them, man. Anytime I do, I kind of give myself a punch in the face and tell myself not to do it. So on my browser, I've got a little extension that hides all the shorts, basically, so I don't need to watch any crappy shorts when I'm on my PC. But unfortunately, I don't have anything under the on the PC that can hide them. You know, you can click stop showing shorts, but it always comes back, doesn't it? They absolutely suck, man. They suck up your time, and you're like, you know, they're just not for me, man. TikTok's not for me. Instagram, I hate Instagram when they TikToked it. Basically, sucks. Instagram used to be great, man, for pictures and real proper art, but it's just crap now, man. You know, so it's a real shame. Instagram used to be amazing for like nature pictures and hiking and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I'm sure the content is still there, but they don't serve it to you anymore. You know, blows. And Clover's surprisingly saying that surprisingly my channel's still alive, but no current plans for returning. Boo. Currently focused on the uni. Good stuff. Requirements make sense, but yeah, taking break, and I mean, just make sure that you keep it ticking over. Like, even I think you can keep it ticking over by doing like a post or something. Clover, don't lose your monetization, mate. Do you know what I mean? So keep it live, even if it's a fucking short. Do you know what I mean? Just like a little short or something on whatever. Because obviously you can, even if you don't want to do cities later on, but you do want to do something on YouTube, you've got a pre-monetized channel, even if you need to build up your audience again, do you know? But keep it alive, mate, because it's a lot harder to get started again, isn't it? Moi DC, hello from Finland, hello from Scotland, hope you're doing good, welcome in. Shorts make so much sense because there's so many folks just getting it AI. Yeah, I mean, it's the real creators are getting shafted, man, but again, a lot of the real creators are just using AI to string them all together as well, do you know? And YouTube doesn't care, do you know? As long as people are watching as long as people are on their platform, then they're gonna keep encouraging it, you know. But at its core, Google's an ad company, and that's it. That's exactly what they are, mate. You know, 100%. They're money-making company at its core, and that's it, innit? You know. So if they think they can get away with less, they can. The problem is if you know, this feels like step one, but if it's many steps after that, then it feels like, you know, eventually they've, you know, could potentially give people an actual reason to switch to a different platform if they keep getting super greedy. But you know, we're miles away from that at the moment. But maybe something like Spotify could take over for video. Wouldn't be surprised. Did you know you can get video on Spotify? I only found out like a few weeks ago. Yeah, you would never know, huh? Excuse me. Let's have a look. For that level of detail and no lag, PC is S tier. Yeah, it is an S tier PC. There is a little bit of lag. But it's not too bad. It depends where you are in the city, you know. Some places are worse than others, you know. Question Durkey's asking, how do I get the black transparent buttons on the top of the screen? So a few different ones. So these here are obviously excuse me, these here are all in game, so you'll see these are just your normal mod ones. These are transparent. This is the transparent UI mod by I think it's Luca. I will I'll try and get it linked for you if you want to have a little look. But they do look awesome. So that's one part of it, right? Obviously these ones here and these ones here on the right hand side. Can you see that over here? Yeah. They're all under that transparent mod. These ones here that we have, so this is like a little roll call of our Patreon members, because it's kind of hard to give recognition when we're on stream for that. So Twitch members, obviously, and YouTube members, their icon, you know, their membership icon will come up on screen, but we get nothing for Patreon. So I've got a little Patreon widget here that should play music, but obviously our music is broken, so it's not working. But that should show what's shown on Epidemic Sound directly through my browser. And these two, I can barely see them. These are the latest members that we have on Twitch and YouTube. And then up here, these two are basically how many people are watching concurrently on each of these platforms. So all of these 6 widgets are basically stream widgets, right? They're OBS, and they're all made. I made them myself, basically on Claude. So we vibe coded some little widgets for the stream, so you won't see them anywhere else. And I just made them roughly the same size as the UI ones here that we have in game. So yeah, if I kind of, you see there that they're kind of different size now, right? They're taken out of the game and they're kind of put above. But pretty cool. I like it. You know, it looks pretty tidy. I kind of quite like that. What's the you know, kind of clean look? You know, clean sort of modern look. I don't like stuff looking too busy and too colourful, to be honest with you. So I want it kind of looking pretty cool. But yeah, they're all just custom made, and then they run locally on my PC. This kind of runs, you know, so that's got like a little browser add-on for Chrome. This one reads the API for Patreon. These two read the APIs for Twitch and YouTube. In fact, these two do. And I think these two are linked to Stream Elements as well. So they're all kind of unique. They're all kind of different. But some of them need the API and some of them don't. So that's the that's a long answer. Hope that answered okay for you. I did say I will try and get you that link for the top buttons. What are you on? Are you on did you ask on YouTube or did you ask on yeah, you asked on YouTube, yeah. Well, let me just put them on. I'll stick it on Twitch anyway, just in case, right? Awesome. Cool. Let me see, and again, I'm just going to catch up. Appreciate the stream. Thank you very much, Maestro. Appreciate you, mate. And so did this game had its cyberpunk comeback moment. I think it's slowly getting there. It's slowly getting there. I think what it really needs is, and some people won't like this, but what it really needs is some DLC, to be honest. Because every time the DLC comes out, the numbers get another boost. But the numbers are still, the numbers are creeping up. They're creeping up slowly. I hope they bring a DLC out, and I hope that it knocks it. I hope they knock it out the fucking park. Quite honestly, I hope they absolutely fucking smash it, because it will be a real chance to kind of push the game on, which I think it really needs. And I'd like to see, obviously, because once that first DLC's out, and I think they've done a really good job, haven't they? I don't think there's anybody going to say they've done a crap job of improving the game. They've done a really good job on every single update. So, and I think they've had a pretty good run at it. I'd still like to see more performance out of the game, purely from a selfish point of view because I want to build really big, detailed cities, right? But lots of people don't necessarily need that. But yeah, I'd like to see a bit more performance. But I think otherwise, I think I'm pretty happy with it. But yeah, I think a little bit of a stream of new content basically helps the interest in the game sort of tick over as well. So hopefully we're not too far away from getting some of that, but we'll see. We just need to keep an eye on things. But yeah, so yeah, you made 3 shots and realised this ain't it. Yeah, I mean, it's yeah, I did a few shots. I mean, that's how I kind of got started on Skylines stuff. Just make a few shorts and just kind of see how things worked, you know. And I think they're pretty good for that. You know, it's not a big commitment, really, is it? To be honest, you know, to kind of get started and start making some content in it. If you want to make content, then just start, do something. It won't be very good, you know, to begin with, 9 times out of 10. But you've got to learn somewhere, and you've got to go and give it a go. And you know, things aren't permanent. If it sucks and you hate it, just delete it, whatever. It's the internet. It's not like it lives there forever. Trinity's in. Trinity, how you doing, mate? How are you doing? Sorry guys, I'm about 8 minutes behind chat here. How are you doing, mate? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing good. Equipment Eye's watching from 33,000 feet. Equipment Eye, I'm gonna give you the same treatment that I gave Urban earlier on. I need to know where you're going, where you've left, what you're eating up there, what's going on, where you been, what's the plans. I need to know everything. Clover saying been following the updates, and new devs have done more than previous ones for sure. Yeah, 100%. Do you know, I mean, I'm not going to pile on the old devs or anything. They had the editor, I guess, to deliver, and they did deliver it, I guess, eventually. But I would imagine all of the resource went on that. But I'm not basing it on anything other than a completely speculative take. Do you know, I don't have any inside knowledge on it, but I would imagine that they were working their asses off to get that editor out, and there was precious little time to be focusing on anything else. That would be my guess, to be honest. And you know, and at the same time, just try and fix the stuff that was in shambles, to be honest. Do you know, when it was released? I mean, it was released 2 years too early, right? Simple as that. So I do feel for them, but you know, some poor decisions releasing it. But anyway, old news, who cares? I do enjoy the game. I've always enjoyed the game. I mean, it's even when I didn't enjoy the game, I found enjoyment in it by making interchanges, you know, and enjoying the stuff it was good at. So so the Bridges and Ports DLC from Cities 2 and the Airports DLC from Cities 1 are my favourite. I think, random dude with a name, that you have I think you have some pretty good taste there, mate. I think Airports DLC is definitely one of my favourites as well. It was awesome. Yeah, I mean, you want to have that customizable, replayable content, 100%. And I think it's super important, is it? I think the modular stuff. I think this game does modular stuff really well, and I think they can do an awful lot more with it too. But yeah. And obviously, I want an F1. I want give me like an F1 DLC as well, right? And don't half-ass it. Go and pay for a license. Go and get the proper teams, right? Get all the branding. Get all the questionable, you know, Saudi oil branding and advertising and all that kind of stuff. Get all of that in the game if you can. You know, it's free advertising from them, but pay the money. License the F1 stuff, and then get me to come and make the video on it, and fly me to Monaco where you're at it as well, and I'll do research and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, F1 DLC when, right? Raleigh to Durham to Miami. Nice. Now, Um, is Rally Durham? Hold on, Rally Durham, is that one location? Miami, you be heading to Const country, and a double Woodford. No, what's a Woodford? Is that like it sounds like a bourbon potentially, right? Woodford a bourbon? I'm guessing. Woodford is a place in London, apparently. Hold on, Woodfood. Fuck, got that wrong. Wood Food Services, wholesale catering supplier in the UK. Nah, you're gonna have to just tell me what it is, man. This game would have much better reputation if it came out 1 or 2 years later. Yeah, 2 years later, Sam. I think 2 years later. Yeah, 100% Clover. It's the way to play it, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's definitely the way to play it. Yeah, exactly. Research. Oh, come to Miami. It's scorching here, mate. It is. Do you know? I don't mind a bit of heat, but if it gets too much, man, I'm like, fucking Jesus Christ. I need to get out of it, man. It can kind of stress me out a little bit, man. I'm from Scotland, so I would melt. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, cons. I've never been F1. I've been watching F1 since I've been about 8 years old, and I've never been. Do you know? Which is mad. I've got absolutely no excuse for not going. I've just never been. Do you know? But Miami one looks pretty cool. Bourbon, okay, alright, okay. I think I said bourbon. Did I say bourbon? I think I said bourbon. Yeah, nice. Enjoy. In fact, equipment I don't enjoy, cancel that and tell them to go and find you a Scotch whiskey, single malt Scotch whiskey, and tell them not to come back until they come. Tell them not to come back until they arrive with one, mate. Scotch whiskey, best whiskey. Although that said, I've not actually had a whiskey in like so long. The problem with a bottle of whiskey is that if it's in the house, I'll just drink it. Do you know? I can't. It can't sit there gathering dust in my house. Do you know? If it's there, I'll end up just little drink through the week and all that kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean? So it's I tend to just not buy it very often. Do you know? I'll have a drink if somebody gets me it. I'll gleefully accept, but I try not to because I just smash it. Do you know what I mean? Which isn't good. I have no self-control. I'll be the first one to admit it, unfortunately. Since 8 years old, must have been about 50 years ago. Jake, you're not far off, mate. You cheeky fuck. You're actually not far off. That's going to be too big, innit? I'm good, mate. I'm good. Aye. Not too bad at all. Just getting a wee stream in. Been busy. I've been busy trying to get some videos ready, mate. So I had a little bit of time spare, and I thought we get a little streamy on the go and see what everybody's up to. How have you been, man? Everything okay with you? Why is that snapping when snapping is turned off? Yeah, there we go. Jake, are you playing much with the boys? I know. I've not been on a Taylor stream for the longest time, man, and And that lad cracks me up, man. Is he still streaming on Kick? It's been such a long time, man. I need to go and I need to go say hello to him. Sam's saying I'm currently building my least favourite part of the city. Transition from high density to low density. Well, Sam, what I might suggest is try and not think about going from high to low, and try and put a few different steps in between what you're trying to do right now. So if you can think of that low density as like your suburb, right? Obviously, I don't know your city, right? But I'm gonna guess. Then think about medium density, right? Think about employment. Think about distinct different neighborhoods. Transit corridors, all that kind of stuff. Can you squeeze some industry in there? Can you squeeze some commercial? But yeah, don't skip your medium and try and make it nice and varied. Do you know? Tenerife in July. I wish you were still there. Don't blame me, mate, to be honest. He doesn't stream at all, mate. No. Ah, man. That kind of sucks. You could never really beat a rant from Taylor, huh? Okay. Turning the airwaves blue, mate, you know? Still on Discord with him a lot. Playing FIFA. Nice, mate, nice. New COD's terrible. It's the same all the time. How can it be terrible? It's the same as last year, right? Do you know what I mean? Take it all the cheating and all that, still the same, mate, yeah. D Wolfie, I'm always winning, mate. Welcome in, how you doing? How's your day been, Wolfie? What you been up to? You still hear plenty of them, aye, good. I saw Ben was on FIFA. I didn't jump into the stream right enough, but I saw he was on. With Benjamin Button. I'm sure he'd have been giving it large, mate. So I've just realised I haven't actually saved the game. $40.1. 2 seconds, guys. Dog's barking. Okay, we're back. That's what he plays now, and he didn't speak to. Was he in a huff? That's I'm not really surprised, to be honest. You know what I mean? In fairness, no doubt you'd have been giving him pelters for something, though, right? Thoroughly deserved, I would imagine as well. Pock bike lanes this colour. It is road adjustment tweaks mod. I'll get you the link. Give me a second. Road visual tweaks is what you're looking for, and then what you need to do is you need to just go in and you need to change colour on it. basically. It's the nuts and bolts. It's in one of my videos. I don't know which video it is. You can get it. You can get it exactly that kind of correct color, but you can play a bit with it. You figure it out. You should have a link there. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, that's all you need, mate. And you'll be good to go. Doesn't always work. Every now and again you'll see a little section that still comes up green, unfortunately. I've not really been able to find a fix for it, but 9 times out of 10 it works without any problem, so but that's what you need. That's what you need, buddy. The boy is just, I mean, I know, man. I know, mate. I know, Jake. I know. I see a bit too much greenery and not enough Strodes. Wrong country for Strodes, unfortunately, by Tim Mossery. It's, I mean, we even had a little look at a US town earlier on Google Maps, and there was a distinct lack of Strodes on there as well. You would have been very disappointed. You'd have been very disappointed. Let's take it back into street level. I think that pavement needs a little bit of love and attention, right? So, what are we saying then? Do you think we should bulldoze the neighbourhood and put some Strodes in? What could possibly go wrong? This is a city I'd love to live in. Do you know what? It wouldn't be a bad city to live in, I don't think. To be honest. Like, it's probably missing like some I think if I was to kind of redo anything, I'd probably concentrate a little bit more on like dedicated shopping commercial, but I mean, we're going to see a bit more of that, over here. But in the newer one, I think having a few more streets that are just dedicated specific shopping, but I think that's my only real major thing that I think would affect the livability of the place, For the person that was asking about the bike lanes, you can see I was saying earlier on, sometimes it doesn't quite work. You get the odd one that still comes up green. As I say, not the end of the world. Sometimes restarting the game helps, sometimes it doesn't work. So, what can you do? Random dude saying I always have a problem where I either over detail something, it's small way too much, or just not detail at all, and never seem to be able to properly detail something a little bit without looking bad. So I mean first of all, if you're just building for yourself, then just build for yourself and do whatever makes yourself happy. Don't worry too much about it, to be honest. It's, just do whatever you want, to be honest, whatever makes you happy. As long as you're satisfied, then that's all you really need to think about. If you're sharing it, if you're making a video or you're sharing your screenshots on Instagram or Reddit or whatever you want to do, then just think how you're going to what's going to take a good picture, basically, right? Think of your like composition, and then once you've kind of got that framed, just go detail that scene, if that makes sense. Do it that way. But otherwise, if you're not making it for anybody, then just do what you want. You can always come back to it. There's no stress. But back again, Jake, what? The missus wanted to get a leopard gecko, so now you have one of them. Okay, mate. Okay. Right, we're going to have a look at that. Do you know that? We're going to have a look. Leopard. One leopard gecko incoming. Jesus wept. Are these things big? Are they scary? I don't even know what it is. Listen, Jake, it could be worse, man. She could ask for a Wayne. Oh, they're cute, man. Are they just... Did they stay small? Oh, they're super cute, man. Look at that. Look at this thing. I'm not gonna lie, mate. I kind of want one now myself. What do you feed them? Is that insects and stuff, eh? Ah, this guy living his best life. He's on his holidays. What the hell? Off to bed, got the flu, Clover. Hey, listen, mate, no worries. I appreciate you coming in, checking out the stream, and coming in and saying hello, mate. And I hope you're feeling better soon, buddy. Fully open next Monday. We get back to work. Nice one, mate. Yeah, I mean, I've been just doing stuff myself, Clover, be honest, because it's just been such I've been having some real difficulties concentrating, but I think I'm past most of that, so I'll be giving you a wee shout. I don't know if I've got anything doing next week, and I don't know if I've got anything doing next week because I've got family stuff on the go, so probably week after that, and we can see what's what. So, and guys, if anybody doesn't know, Clover gives me a hand with editing sometimes. Does helps me with just the sheer volume that I've got footage wise, and helps me kind of bring that down. So yeah. So everybody say goodbye to Clover. Wish him a speedy recovery. Let's get one. Lorno, Jura would love it. I know. I mean, Jesus wept. Can you imagine Jura got hold of that? Never mind Jura. What if one of the cats got hold of it? I mean, how cute are they though, man? Oh my god. What on earth, man? Insects, yeah. And you need to feed it because she's scared of insects. Aye, obviously, mate. Here, can we get a pet that I'm never going to feed? Brilliant. Oh man, that is too funny, man. That is too funny. Does the cat not want to like murder it all the time? No. Right, I'm gonna drag it in. Streamer mode on here anyway. Oh, good. Right, guys, do we want to see? Do we want to see what it looks like? There we go. Look at this bad boy. The camouflage is amazing, isn't it? That is super cute, man. That would make a tasty snack for Wee Man. For sure it would, wouldn't it? Do you know what I mean? I think Wee Man would eat it. I think the dog would probably just run around and try and herd it. And I think the other cat would probably run away from it, man. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But Wee Man would absolutely be on it. I think he'd hiss and he'd claw, and then once he's kind of figured it out, I think it would be curtains for that little guy. Jake, what's his name? You should have called it Ben. Well, here we go. We go back. Lovely. Indy's his name. Amazing, mate. Amazing. That's a decent name, I reckon. Smarter than Ben, I would imagine. Do you mean like a smarter name than Ben, or just straight up smarter than Ben? Poor Ben. Exactly, De Wolfie, right? A toy? Moving on its own? Unheard of. Unheard of. We were going to do a little surface work here, weren't we? just try. Oh, it does surface over the green as well. That's unfortunate. Straight up in general, more Brit. Yeah. Yeah. So guys, I would say if there is any part of the city that you want to see in particular, let me know. I don't mind going back in and having a little zoom, as long as it's not the old town stuff, because that's coming up on the channel this week. But anything else in particular you want to have a little look, then let me know. There's a lot of stuff can wait, to be honest. Yeah, it's definitely going to be better, isn't it? I don't really know why I did. In fact, I do know why I did that very quickly, because I didn't want to spend too much time on the detailing, and now I've kind of got to kind of redo it. So I don't know if that's going to be the right or the most efficient way of doing it, but we'll give it a wee try, and we'll just try and stretch out what's there. If that sucks and it's taking forever, then we'll maybe just try something else, right? But doing this is basically no fun, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Two stretchy nodes, that's it. I've had my fill. I'm not doing any more of it. Let's just do this instead, huh? Sebix, you see, you like my post on the Discord? Train setup? Lovely. Yeah, that's it. I was saying that earlier on. It's like, I do enjoy looking at everybody's creations on Discord, you know. It's kind of satisfying to watch and see what everybody, what everybody comes up with, you know. It's the beauty of this game, you know, it's just pure creativity, isn't it, you know? Okay. So that doesn't quite match up, but nobody's going to notice that, realistically. Equipment Eye, that wide UI search is a mod from... I think it's another one from Luca. I could be wrong. I'm just checking, mate. Yeah, asset menu tweaks. Asset menu tweaks is what you're after, mate. I'll stick it in the chats, and you can have a little look. 2 wee seconds. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it's anything that gives you a little bit more real estate on the bottom rungs of the UI is pretty welcome, to be honest. It's it takes up quite a big chunk of space, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? Okay, cool. Got a link. Let me just pop it on for you now. I'll keep forgetting that the blooming streamer bot doesn't want to work, so I'll just put it on both chats in case anybody else is wanting it on either one. There we go. Hopefully we should all be on it now. going to give that a quick save. Boomf. There we go. Smashing. Right, guys, I think what I will do is I am going to go and I'm going to go and make some dinner. We got some fajitas on the go, and then we're going to go and watch Celtic cruise into the group stages of the Champions League. And I know Jake here's a big Celtic fan, and he's going to be rooting the team. Oh, evening. Appreciate your support, Jake. Thank you, mate. Now, what I was thinking of doing, normally when we wrap up, we normally get to do a raid on Twitch, but we are the people, right? We usually get to do a nice raid on Twitch, but I was gonna go and raid on YouTube. I was gonna go and send you guys to Overcharged Egg, but unfortunately he just wrapped up his stream 9 minutes ago, so that's out of the question. I don't think there's anybody else live on YouTube, unfortunately. So what we'll do is we'll stop the stream for YouTube, and anybody who's still here on Twitch, we'll find somebody who's on. Henrik Larsson, there we go. Teddy, exactly, mate, exactly. The goat, mate, the goat. If Celtic lose, you need to build Ibrox, mate. Aye, right. Mate, there's I did a little stadium, right, and it's I did a little stadium, and I did a video on YouTube as well, which was kind of covering the stadium, right. What does that look like? It looks like Celtic Park, right? So obviously we're not going to be building Ibrox, and the introduction to that, the introduction to the video was me explaining like where the inspiration from it came. So it's like a mix of like Parkhead and the FC20 stadium, right? It's a little kind of mashup of those two stadiums, you know. As I was introducing, you know, like the three professional teams in Glasgow, you know, Celtic and Partick Thistle and Queen's Park. And I thought, do you know, and I know that there are a couple of Rangers fans that watch the videos, right? I know that there's a couple of Rangers fans that watch the videos. I didn't even get one bite in the comments. for trolling them, man, do you know? So disappointing. I was creasing myself making it, man, and I didn't get a single bit of chat out of it, man. Just fuckers, man, do you know? No worries. Listen, yeah, I thought so, Teddy, right? Do you know? And, I mean, one or two people noticed, but yeah, I was expecting some bants. I wanted some bants out of that, man, and I just didn't get it, unfortunately. But you know, what you gonna? At least I made myself laugh. Thank you, Lorno. I appreciate that. Cheers. Right, YouTube, thank you so much for coming along and watching me put down a few trees. But most of all, thanks for chatting and keeping me entertained on the stream and helping me entertain everybody else. It's super appreciated, and as I was saying earlier on, it makes it so much easier if you want to come in and start giving me chat or questions, or just chuck something at the chat in at all, man. It's super appreciated. If you're just sitting if you're sitting lurking, I appreciate that as well, of course. And I hope you had a good time, and I hope you enjoyed yourself as well. So YouTube, we're going to say goodbye. Twitch, stay on. If anybody on YouTube wants to join the raid, come over to the Twitch channel. It's Piccana _ when you go on Twitch. It should come up on search. Be a couple of minutes till I get that set up anyway, you know. But yeah, thank you everybody, guys. YouTube, we're going to say goodbye, and I'm going to end stream. Thank you so much again, and I'll see you all for the next one. Remember, guys, video out on Friday. Cheers. All right, there we